Welcome back to Ferris Sports Update. Time to talk more Bulldog football, and with us, junior center Jake Daugherty. And Jake, first of all, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me.
Just talk about how exciting this season has been so far, coming off a big win over Wayne State this past weekend.
Yeah, it's been incredible. I mean, we started off fast. We had a couple of those games where it's like, last-second field goal at Tech, and then the last-second play at Northwood, and then the two losses middle of the season. But right now we're hitting strides, and I mean, it's been fun. Wayne State, great opponent, and we just came out and we played hard. And I think we really just showed what we were capable of doing the whole season. We're in the middle of a good wave right now, and we're gonna just ride it out and hopefully keep winning games.
7-2 overall, and obviously 2 games left here in the regular season. The focus winning these 2 games and hopefully making the Division II playoffs.
Yeah, it's gonna be huge. I mean, if you look at the history of the Hillsdale-Ferris rivalry, I don't think we've won there in quite some time, and so this is going to be a huge week for us. They're a great opponent, and then Saginaw, always a tough game. Always a good team. So, for us, like I said, we just gotta, continue what we've been doing and stay in, day out, work hard, and hopefully win these 2, make a run in the playoffs, and take it 1 game at a time and just have some fun. So that's the plan.
You're a junior now and a team captain this year. What's it been like filling in as a captain for one of those leadership roles that so many guys before you have had?
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, for me, I've kind of always just been the guy cracking jokes and keeping things light. So I kind of got to be a little more serious now, but I still keep it light. And it's just been great. It's been a great team. Probably one of my favorite teams I've ever played for. The guys from freshmen to seniors. I've played with some of these guys for my whole career. So it's been great. I love the atmosphere on the team. Guys are working hard, and that's all you can ask for. Like I said, we're on a really good stride right now, and we're gonna hopefully keep winning games and keep playing great football. So that's all we can do.
See some highlights here from this past Saturday, and obviously the guys like Reggie Bell, Jamel Lockett, some of those guys get the attention, but the offensive line, you guys help create the holes for them and give them the time to throw.
Yeah. I mean, offensive line, very unselfish position. So. For us, it's great seeing Reggie take off on that quarterback draw, for 200 yards there run, but it's great, seeing those guys score and running down, it feels like we do it. So they always give us credit and we always give them credit, and in Sunday meetings they're always giving us hugs and high fives and fist bumps. So I love those guys, and those guys are the reason we score those touchdowns, and we get the dirty work done so they can shine, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Those guys are great guys, so I love it.
Obviously, as the starting center here for the Bulldogs, you've got 4 other offensive linemen out there with you each and every play. Just talk about the chemistry with that unit and how tight you guys are.
Oh, that's great, man. The left side, Tyler Allison and Bo Johnson, those guys crack me up every day. Just debating sports, rap music, or best tropical smoothie they've had. And then the right side, you got Nick Sawyer and Brian Bell, and those guys are hilarious too. So, you get the dynamic, and then when you get us 5 all in the same room, Sunday film sessions are meant to be pretty serious, and we're always cracking on somebody. Hunter Thompson barreling down the field, or Brian Bell doing his thing. Looking like a wrestler out there or something. So, it's great. It's been a great year. Love the guys up front. From the first string guys to the second string guys to all the way down to the redshirt freshmen playing scout team. Just great group of guys, great offensive line. Love all of them, man. Good guys.
Obviously, as the center, you had a chance the last couple of years to work with Jason Vanderlaan, a tremendous player, 2-time Harlan Hill Trophy winner this year. A change with Reggie Bell. Just talk about how that adjustment's been with a new quarterback.
Yeah, it's been good. At first, you go through little growing pains, where it's not Jason standing behind you, kind of yelling at you, leading the offense, and now Reggie's the new guy, so we had to take over a little bit. But Reggie's fit in so great. He's a great guy, great leader. He's always communicating with me. We always come off the sidelines, what we're seeing, and so he's fit in great. And he's good friends with all of us, and we all love him, and that's how it is on Saturdays. We have his back and protect him. So. Reggie's fitting great, and I think big things are coming for him, so I'm happy for him.
I know, obviously, I think I've had a chance to ask you this question before, but a member of the Big Rapids high school team when you were growing up, from the community, what's it been like making that adjustment to the college level here at Ferris State?
Oh, fantastic, man. I love it, just because it's like, on Saturday, my JV high school basketball coach, him and his son came up and gave me a hug and high five, and that's cool. It's from being like a 14-year-old kind of developing as a human being to, now being 21, finishing my school out and having those kids look up to me, when I looked up to some of those guys. So, it's been great, and the community sport's always phenomenal. Big Rapids is a great community. So, it's been great, and I love the city, love everyone here, and appreciate everyone's support. And, like I said, just keep winning games and hopefully give the city, what they deserve, and that's, winning games in a playoff run. So.
Certainly here in your fourth year with the Bulldogs, talk about the progress that's been made here with the football program since you came in as a redshirt freshman.
Yeah, absolutely. When my redshirt year, that was kind of like the beginnings of the rebuilding stage. And so, from there to my second year, my redshirt freshman year, that was when we kind of established our dominance in the GLIAC and as a Division II team. So, I think that year we went 10-0 or 11-0, something like that, and then the next year, undefeated as well. So, I've been a part of, the dynasty and kind of, all the great success that we've had at Ferris State, and that's been great. So, that's just a test to Coach Anise and the rest of the staff. They get us prepared day in and day out and hold us to such a high standards as young men and football players. So, it's been amazing. I was talking about it with some of my friends. I wouldn't have it any other way. I've loved being a Bulldog. If I could go back and do it all over again, I'd make the same choice. So, I love being here and love everything about Ferris State.
As one of the older guys now, what do you try to pass on to some of those younger guys, those guys that are redshirt now here this season?
Just cherish the moments, You never really know the value of a moment until it's a memory. So, when it's those Tuesday practices where it's raining and snowing and everyone's kind of like, ugh, I got to be here. And so you just kind of tell those young dudes, like, appreciate this because, when you're 30 and you're working a 9 to 5 and the highlight of your week is playing softball with your buddies, practice and, all that kind of stuff kind of sounds good. So just cherish the moments and be patient, work hard, wait for your time. A lot of guys just, wait for the opportunity and then good things are going to happen. So just be a good guy and just work hard is what I basically preach to the young dudes.
Well, Jake, thanks for your time, and certainly congratulations on all the success and best of luck here this week at Hillsdale.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
We'll be back with more Ferris Sports Update right after this.